Therefore, on one hand, indicator WADI is the good assistant for identification and visual definition of classical price models. On the other hand, it forms the new point of view on principles of market price behavior analysis. During long testing, it was revealed that indicator WADI creates own models on the price chart using semaphores and trend lines. Many of them are components of classical price models, but some of them have unique shape, peculiar on life for this indicator. Such feature only expands practical opportunities of the indicator WADI use. Finally, any tool of similar type is intended to help organize successful trading activity in the markets. Therefore, indicator WADI can be useful to you in following cases: 1. For visual definition of classical price models, head shoulders, 123 pattern, banners, pennants and others. 2. For visual identification of price model. 3. For definition of formation places and construction of wolf waves. 4. For use together with B. Williams system alligator. 5. For the simplified wave analysis and Elliott wave model identification. Indicator WADI consists of 3 basic elements: 1. Semaphores of the high, low and lowest periods. The semaphores color marks by default the high period, red circle with 3, the low period, yellow circle with 2, the lowest period, violet points. 2. Trend lines of the high and low periods. Trend lines marks by default the high period, a red faltering line, the low period, a yellow continuous line. 3. The forecast trend line of the high period. Marks of a line by default pink line. Indicator WADI trend lines assist to visually identifying price model. Process of definition of price model consists of several stages, namely: 1. Definition of waveforms. 2. Construction of trend lines. Trend lines should allocate and emphasize waveforms which develop the tendency movement. Horizontal movements, in this case, do not interest us. Indicator WAT semaphores for the simplified wave analyzes. As it is already known, WADI semaphores are lit when any wave, pulse, shape is generated, thus a semaphore constant and not repaint. Such feature allows to do the simplified market prices wave analysis, without deep studying a full rate of Elliott wave analysis. In most cases, waves which were identified with indicator WADI correctly display 5-wave model of price movement. The wave auto trend lines forex support and resistance strategy for MT4 are based on an indicator named WADI. This wonderful little helper draws trend lines and support/resistance levels on your charts. With the help of these drawings, you will be able to detect standard chart formations like head and shoulder formations, triangles, flags, and even 1-2-3 continuation patterns. The indicator has several configuration options for the parts: semaphores, trend lines, and forecast lines. But as a new user of the Wave Auto Trend Lines Forex support and resistance strategy for MT4, it would be better to stick to the default configurations as it is well calibrated. But to use this system strategically, you should rely on some essential factors. Understanding the Elliott wave theory. The Elliott wave theory was developed by Ralph Nelson Elliott in the 1930s. After being forced into retirement due to an illness, Elliott needed something to occupy his time and began studying 75 years worth of yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, and self-made hourly and 30-minute charts across various indexes. 1. The theory gained notoriety in 1935 when Elliott made an uncanny prediction of a stock market bottom. It has since become a staple for thousands of portfolio managers, traders, and private investors. 1. Elliott describes specific rules governing how to identify, predict, and capitalize on these wave patterns. These books, articles, and letters are covered in R.N. Elliott's Masterworks, which was published in 1994. Elliott Wave International is the largest independent financial analysis and market forecasting firm in the world whose market analysis and forecasting are based on Elliott's model. 1. He was careful to note that these patterns do not provide any kind of certainty about future price movement, but rather, serve in helping to order the probabilities for future market action. 1. They can be used in conjunction with other forms of technical analysis, including technical indicators, to identify specific opportunity.